When loading data into Power Query, you may run into an issue where a column header can change names. Sometimes it might be called date, and sometimes it's called return date. And this can cause problems as Power Query uses the column header to find the actual column. So if it looks for a specific column and it can't find it, the whole query will fail. So in this example, I have a table with one column named column1 without a space. But sometimes when I load the data, this column will be called column space 1. So if I try to find it, it will fail. I want the column to be named column space 1. So I'll add a step here where I rename the column header to have the space. And this will add a new step where I simply rename the column, column1, into column space 1. If I then go back into Excel where I've loaded my data and I change the original column header to column space 1, and then I go back into Power Query, I can see that I get an error because I can't find the name column1. So I'll wrap this whole expression in a try otherwise block. So what this means is I'm telling Power Query to try to do this step, try to find the column named column1 and replace it with column space 1. And if this fails, I want to do something else, which is simply to get the last step. So what happened here was that actually my error already happens in the change type step because it can't find the column 1. So if we just delete this step, it will now work. So it's saying, I am trying to rename the column from the source step. I want to find the column column1 and replace that with column space 1. If this fails, this expression, then I want to simply return the last step and get that table. So now it doesn't matter whether I have column space 1 or column 1. No matter what, this will be converted into the proper version, which is column space 1.